Welcome to the Bible study, and if you've been here before, welcome back. Just a quick reminder that the full text will be down below. Today we're going to continue in 1 John 4:9. In this the love of God was made manifest among us, that God sent his only Son into the world so that we might live through him. We have entered a section of 1 John where he emphasizes love. John writes in various ways that first, God loves us. Second, we are to love God. And third, we are to love one another. Today, we will deeply unpack this verse phrase by phrase. Hopefully, we all can get a deeper understanding of what it is telling us. God's love was made manifest among us. The word manifest is not used very much anymore here in the English language. According to the Merriam-Webster dictionary, it means to make evident or certain by showing or displaying. In the Greek, phaneroo literally means to be brought into the light. It has the connotation of being made clearly visible, brought into the open, or made public. The opposite would be to hide or make secret. In this passage, we see how God's love was fully brought into the open by sending his one and only Son into the world. Before Jesus' sacrifice, especially in the Old Testament times, God's love wasn't always obvious or seen. It seemed far away and often was hard to see. But everything changed when Jesus came into the world. It was as if the doors of God's love were thrown open for the world to see. Unfortunately, most refuse to open their eyes and believe. God's only Son. The phrase, his only Son, comes from an especially important Greek word, monogenes, literally meaning that which is unique, the one and only, or there is nothing else like it. Indeed, the Son of God is entirely unique. It is often translated in other versions as only begotten Son, but sometimes this can be confusing, as it might bring the connotation that somehow God had a son by some physical sense, or that God's Son was somehow came into existence at a birth, but in reality, God the Son has always been. Sent into the world. People are born into the world, but Jesus was the only one sent into the world. The Greek for sent is apostello, which literally means one sent forth or dispatched with a mission or purpose. It is a similar word as apostolos or apostle, a person who was dispatched for a mission or commissioned into service. Of course, we have the 12 apostles, which were appointed for service and have a special place in the church. We believe that we have modern-day apostles today, those who are sent on a mission for the church. They might include missionaries, church planters, or to aid and support the growth of the church. Because of this, we are able to live through him. Today's passage is almost a parallel passage to John 3:16 and 17. For God so loved the world that he gave his only Son, that whoever believes in him should not perish but have eternal life. For God did not send his Son into the world to condemn the world, but in order that the world might be saved through him. 1 John 4:9 describes our new life in a slightly different way, so that we might live through him. William Barclay, a Scottish theologian, wrote, "There is a world of difference between existence and life. All men have existence, but all do not have life. The result of Jesus' death and resurrection not only has a future benefit, eternal life, but a current benefit, that we are able to live through him, right now, today, on this earth." Barclay goes on to say that living with Christ turns mere existence into fullness of life. Are you experiencing that fullness? Meditate on Ephesians 3:16 through 19. It is a deep and thoughtful verse about our life in the here and now. That according to the riches of his glory he may grant you to be strengthened with power through his Spirit in your inner being, so that Christ may dwell in your hearts through faith, that you, being rooted and grounded in love, may have strength to comprehend with all the saints what is the breadth and the length and height and depth, and to know the love of Christ that surpasses knowledge, that you may be filled with all the fullness of God. What areas do you have in your life where you need God's strength and power in your life? What changes in your life, thoughts, relationships, desires, direction, or habit is He speaking to you about? Ask God to reveal to you how you can go deeper in your walk with Him, beginning the day. That's it for today's study. Thank you for joining us. Again, the full text is down below. Hit the like and subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.